So you're coming to Japan for maybe 1 week, 2 weeks, or even a whole month. Or maybe you live in Japan and you're wondering, how can I be a local tourist in my own country? What is the top 10 things I need to see when I'm in Japan? So we're going to be going through that list today. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Jack Tor and I'm currently traveling around the world to give you guys the best stories, the best information, and share with you the best adventures on how to travel. So when you first fly into Japan, you might be thinking, do I land in Tokyo, Kyoto, or Osaka? Well, I've got the one for you. I definitely recommend landing in Osaka. It is a great first city to start off in, Japan's second biggest city. So number one, what to do when you're in Osaka? Well, I recommend doing the Osaka Castle. This is a must-do activity when you're there. The Osaka Castle is right in the heart of the city. It has a lot of historical and architectural significance and is surrounded by beautiful Japanese gardens, and it is in the center of a whole moat around the castle. Right next to that, you can actually do a river cruise as well after that, which takes you around the Osaka River, and that's quite nice too. Lovely boats, beautiful vibe, great people, and a lot of history as well. So number two, I reckon the Osaka Red Horse Ferris wheel. This Ferris wheel is actually the largest Ferris wheel in all of Asia. That's right, this thing is huge. And one thing I recommend when you're in Osaka is to get and I've kept this in my phone for 2 weeks just for this video, the Osaka Amazing Pass. Now you might be thinking, what's this? Well, this gets you into 50 free activities in Osaka, Japan, and only costs 36 Australian dollars or 3,600 yen. This thing is a lifesaver and I'll leave a link to it in the description. So anyway, I don't think I'll be needing this anymore. The Ferris wheel is a must go, and right next to that actually leads us to our third place you should visit, and that is the Son of God. This statue has a cultural significance for the Expo City that was done in the 1970s in Japan. When you go there, there is a whole area that used to have expos, exhibits, and all different things of showcasing each of the different countries around the world. There's a deep history in this garden and it's a really cool place to check out. So right next to the Tower on the Sun is actually a Japanese garden, which brings me to number 4. The Japanese garden there is so beautiful, and if you go in the months of spring or autumn, you'll be getting a beautiful vibe. If you do go there in winter, there may not be any leaves or any flowers, so I'd probably give that one a miss. By the way, this dog here, don't worry, it's not a stuffed animal, it's a dog. He decided to join me for his video and his name's Charlie. Next up is Kinkaku-ji Tower. I have totally butchered that name, I apologize.
Yep, felt wrong just saying it.
This tower is also around in the center of Osaka, and it is a beautiful tower to go up and see views of the whole city. But the main part I love about this is there's actually a slide that goes down from the top of the tower all the way to the bottom. That's right, a slide. When do you ever get to slide down a building? Never. So definitely I recommend checking that one out. And if you bring your Osaka pass, you'll also get a discount to that as well. Now, your Japan experience wouldn't be full if you hadn't got on their famous bullet trains. This is a definite recommendation. The bullet trains in Japan go up to 300 kilometers per hour and is a way better experience than flying from city to city. Plus, it's way more eco-friendly and you get to see the countryside. So I definitely recommend checking out the bullet trains in Japan. It will blow your mind how fast they go. It is not respectful to eat and drink on public transport. So just know that I did learn that the hard way.
Clean, reliable public transportation.
So next up is animal cafes. Oh my gosh, where can you find something so cute in a cafe? Japan is famous for its animal cafes. You can have rabbit cafes, cat cafes, dog cafes, reptile cafes, and even owl cafes. So these cafes will run you up between $10 and $20 depending on the cafe, depending on their requirements. Some cafes you go into, you get a free drink if you pay. And these are just great ways to, hang out with the animals, take some Instagram stories, and just cuddle even a cute pig. Like, when do you get to cuddle a miniature pig? I sure haven't until I went to Japan, so the animal cafes are definitely one to check out. Also, no trip is not complete without going to 7-Eleven, Family Mart, or Lawson. These will be your lifesavers when you come to Japan, especially if you're a budget traveler. In these convenience stores, you can find anything from sandwiches, hot meals, cold drinks, hot drinks, anything you can think of to do with food, these convenience stores have. In fact, I actually made a video living off convenience stores for 24 hours. I'll leave that one linked up here. You can get yourself a meal for anywhere between $3 to $5, so it's a great way if you're a budget backpacker like myself, because it can save you a lot of money. Speaking of which, the food in Japan currently, with the price of the Japanese yen, is actually pretty reasonable. You can pick up some decent meals anywhere between $7 and $10. Although this isn't the price as countries such as Philippines, Thailand, or India, you're going to still get some reasonable meals between $7 and $10, which maybe you could get once a day if you're a budget backpacker. It's up to you. Next up, I recommend going to some of the unique restaurants that Japan offers. I went to a fishing restaurant where you fish for your own fish in the restaurant, then they cook it for you straight away. Literally catch and cook. You could not get any fresher fish at this restaurant. And when I was there, I was blown away. There was different selections of fish. You could have lobster, you could have crab, and all different types of fish. Catch your own fish, put it in the net, give it to the staff. 10 minutes later, it's on your plate. Wow. Now it's time to move. Well, next up, I recommend getting the bullet train all the way to Tokyo. Once you're in Tokyo, the first thing you should do is check out Sen Shoji Temple. This is one of the oldest temples in Tokyo and has a deep culture, history, and sort of spiritual vibe. When I was there, it felt very calming, very relaxing, and the garden next to it is amazing. Definitely go there by yourself or with a friend to just enjoy the vibes at the temple. You can also see people praying, there's a lot of incense burning, and yeah, it's just a good vibe. So from the temple, you can actually walk to Skytree Tower. This is probably about a 20-minute walk from the temple, and here at Skytree Tower, you can see views all over Tokyo. It is actually higher than the tower that we went in Osaka. This place is amazing. In fact, it's actually the tallest radio tower in the world. So yeah, this thing is huge. It offers 3 different levels of views, and there's also restaurants at the top. And I might add, you can also send a postcard from the very top, as they have a mailbox there. So it is a great place to see. The next day, I recommend checking out Akihabara. This is the technology and anime hub of Tokyo, and it will blow your mind. People dressed up as anime characters, so much technology, so much manga, so much anime. There's arcades, there's cosplay stores, there's comic book stores. Everything you can think of to do with technology and nerdy stuff, it is here in the city. I also made an entire video on that, and you can check it out up here. Lastly, my final bonus tip is to go to Kyoto. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to go to Kyoto when I was there because I was filming a bunch of videos. But in saying that, if you do go to Japan for 2 weeks, you would be able to squeeze this in. Kyoto has a range of different, sort of more traditional Japan vibes. It has a lot of amazing temples, a lot of old buildings, and also the famous orange gates that you see all over Instagram. So I definitely recommend checking that one out. I just want to thank everyone from Japan, and I ask that you please stick around. I'm going to be showing a lot more countries on this channel, and countries that you guys can travel to on your next holiday. So please stick around. I'm going to be diving into a lot of other countries in Asia that's very close to you guys as well, and you can also get in visa-free as well. Countries like Malaysia, Nepal, India, Singapore, and a whole heap of other countries, even Thailand. So please stick around, drop a thumbs up, leave a comment, and yeah, thank you guys. As always guys, keep it real. Cheers.